It's time for a house project. What level of difficulty do you think this project's gonna be?
Honestly, the difficulty isn't high.
We've kind of changed our plan for our house. That's your first time putting those on. I do not like art. Like, I'm sorry, modern art is so ugly and so not my vibe. We've gotten such mixed reviews on our house being white.
I've known good enough is not good enough since Greg Plitt taught me that when I was like 15.
I feel like this is the perfect thing for us and our house. Oh, you're so bad. Oh. And one thing about us, like, a project's not gonna be like just okay, it's gonna be perfect.
So,
You just punched the door.
sponsor me. It's over.
You did it. Time for a house project. I think we should give them a little rundown because last vlog, if you guys missed it, you better go catch up because we gave you a little preview of a huge project that we're getting ourselves into. I'm already getting a little bit of cold feet. I just feel like it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Like, how do we even get the trim to our house?
Well, it's not that long.
You said we need 334 feet.
Approximately. We should probably buy like 350. So I'll have to cut stuff.
Okay, so rewind. Before we even bought this house, I was seeing the trim pieces on the wall everywhere. Pinterest, Instagram, like anywhere I saw it, I was like, wow, that looks so rich. And one thing about me, I do not like art. Like, I'm sorry, modern art is so ugly and so not my vibe. And any art that I do like, it's like, it's so expensive for a piece of art. And how do you pick that? And then you're committed to that. And like self-portraits and things throughout the house is also not really our style. So I feel like this is the perfect thing for us and our house. And when we toured this house, the first thing I wanted to do with this specific wall is this trim. I was like, imagine the trim work going up because our ceilings go from what, 9?
Yeah, so this is 9 feet, and then we have whatever, a foot of in between, and then another 8 feet.
Yeah,
so it's
so
probably
it goes
18 feet
super
to the
high
ceiling.
at our entryway. It's very grand. That's what literally sold us
there's more
on this house. And with the hutch right here before, the black hutch, we were like, okay, we can't do that anymore. So we kind of put it on pause. Then once we moved the black hutch, we were like, oh my gosh, we can do this wall now and we can make our dining room feel more like a dining room because our dining room, our main floor is so open concept that sometimes it feels like we don't have a dining room. So Jake has spent hours upon hours with the laser level, with the math, with the tape measure, doing all of the things. So he finished all of
You
that.
should have a clip of me on the ladder. It's kind of scary. Because we have an 18-foot ladder and I'm on like the second to the top rung, like taping.
Very scary. People were recommending that we put that circle mirror like at the doorway right there. Well, this wall is going to be grand and beautiful and there's not going to be a mirror there. I still potentially would get a full length mirror just depending on like how all of this looks, like leaning up against maybe by our dining area, but we'll see. I am not a fan of like something on every single wall in a home. I just think it's like way too busy. I'm very minimal, but we still want our house to feel like a home, right? We want to feel inviting and welcoming. And then we're also going to do the wall behind us, that living room wall, which you guys saw the big preview. This was your preview. So we're thinking the trim piece is about the size of the tape. We don't want to do the super thick.
Yeah.
And we're thinking we're going to keep everything white. So we're going to hang all the trim today, patch up all the holes, paint all of the trim white, which we've gotten such mixed reviews on our house being white. And when we first moved into this house, we were like, oh, we're for sure gonna paint it. We hate that it's white. And now that we live in it, we actually love that it's white. It's so bright.
You know what I was thinking though?
What?
It'd be kind of cool to do both of the trim walls because they're on opposite sides of color.
Like a beige.
Yeah, just a little something. So that'd be an option. I don't think it's necessary, but if we ever did want to, that'd be an easy way to like not have to paint everything.
Yeah, so part of the reason why we haven't painted our house, which is another question that we get, is at our 11 months of living in this house, our builder comes back and fixes any nail pops and any cracks or imperfections in the walls and the ceilings. But they only do it with the color that they painted the house because they can't guarantee other paints. And so we don't want to spend like thousands of dollars and so much time painting our entire house, and then in just a couple of months they're gonna have to, you know, come and change things. Because we live in Minnesota, like it gets freezing here in the winter. Things did move and change with our house as it settles. So we're taking it day by day, and honestly now that we are in our house longer, we've kind of changed our plan for our house. Do we tell them our plan? Our plan was, when we bought this house, to live in it for 3 to 5 years and then sell it. Now our hope, it's a big financial goal for us, but we hope to be able to rent this house out. So now we're kind of thinking it as like a business opportunity, and we're like, well, white would be really nice with renters because it would be easy to touch up, easy to paint, clean, like fresh space for them. It feels bright, and in Minnesota it's so dark. So anyway, super long-winded way of saying we're doing the trim today. Is there anything we need to tell them about it?
I could show them my new toy.
Okay, yeah, go get it. Are you gonna tell them what it is? Because it is probably mostly women. They probably don't know what it is.
It's a brad nailer, but it's a battery-powered one. So we don't have to have the air compressor going and a hose running around our house. And when I bought it, I noticed on the packaging that it is the lightest air nail gun in its class.
Wow.
So that'll be nice because I'm obviously going to be like above my head doing stuff.
Jake's parents are currently on their way over. They're going to help us today, which is going to be really, really nice. Because again, I imagine this is going to be a very big project. We also potentially want to do this in another room of our house, but I'll keep you updated on that. We'll see how big of a project this is.
Yeah.
I can't unsee the things I saw when I first met you. There was a glimpse of what's to come. I don't want anybody telling me I'm confused. I'm not insane, I saw the sun. There was a warmth, there was a feeling that no matter how hard I
Check in, we're making good progress on our list. We have some patching repair kits. We have all of the stuff for the painting. We also have some sandpaper because some of the tape is peeling off our paint, so we can patch it, fix it. We have some paint brushes. This tool Jake's dad recommended as well for the caulk. Got the caulk, plastic, all of the goods. We just need to get trim, nails, and nail putty. Those are them. How many is that?
This is 2,500.
Oh my gosh.
Because let me show the blog how this works.
Show the girls at home.
Show the girls. Ta-da!
Wow.
So, you just stick the strip in the gun.
Wow. So how many of those are we gonna need? Just one?
It's
kind of expensive, $23.
$20. I mean, this should be enough for the whole project.
Here's what we're here for. Wall and trim molding. But now we have to pick what? Ah. I personally don't like this. This really looks like it's meant for the floor. But I like that one better. It has a little detail, but not too much.
Just a little soft.
We don't want anything like too flat. We don't want anything like, you know, thick. We're not wanting that. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is like a dowel.
It's a handle.
Oh, probably.
15. Yeah.
All right, we got a couple more things in the cart. We got some pencils. We also ended up grabbing a different box of the nails. This is like a 5,000 pack instead of 5,000 instead of 2,500. And then here's the trim that we ended up picking. We need 45 pieces. We were able to find 39. So Jake's going to ask if we can get a couple more. With some safety glasses. And then, what is this called? Miter square. So we got that. We're getting everything we need though. Our list is basically complete. We're back from Home Depot. Jake wants to give his little thing a try.
Yeah, because the trim we're using isn't wood, it's some kind of weird composite material. And I haven't used this yet. I just want to dial in the nails. So I'll do a practice on a stud and no stud. and then a thick and a thin part. You see how it's sticking out a little bit? So then I would just add a tad more power. Might be too much.
Yeah, now it's like so deep.
But that's better, and then I want to make sure it can go through here too. It's actually pretty dang good. It's in there enough.
And then we got the putty too, so we'll be
got
able
the putty to
put
fill
it.
that. And then if I do one on a stud. Yep. So I would say that's dialed in.
Dialed in. And then you got the saw all set up. We got all of the trim home. So we will see, we're gonna just go through all of this and then see how much more we need, and then we can drive to a different Home Depot and get the rest. We just ordered some Jimmy John's for lunch, and then we'll get to project. Don't forget, safety glasses. Anything else?
Sponsor me.
Wait, I want to hear before. You know when people do like, this is me on my first drink. This is you on your first, before we start the project. What level of difficulty do you think this project's gonna be?
Honestly, the difficulty isn't high. It's like a 3 difficulty. It's just all out of 10.
Oh.
It's just a lot of work. It's just, because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to measure, and I'm gonna have to cut, and then I'm gonna have to nail it, and then I'm gonna have to measure, and then I'm gonna have to cut, and I'm gonna have to do a miter cut, then a straight cut, then a miter cut, and then when we go to the tall ones, if the trim isn't long enough, I'm gonna have to do like an angled cut, and I'll angle it up so when you're looking up you don't see the thing. And then we have to putty it, and then we have to fill the holes, and then we have to caulk it, and then we have to paint it.
We have to sand it.
We have to sand it a little bit, we have to paint it, we have to touch up from the tape's gonna pull stuff. So it's not hard, it's not difficult. The very high parts might be hard, but that's just because I'm gonna be on a ladder, like,
Yeah.
you know, but.
One thing I wanted to add, we checked out at Home Depot. Sometimes I share financial things, sometimes I don't. But all of this together was like about $500, which is crazy because when you think of buying art and putting it on your walls, I swear to you, like 1 or 2 pieces, even from like Target, would be like $500, or like a huge mirror or whatever. So I'm really grateful that you know how to do all of this stuff, because I do think this is gonna add value to our home, for one. And for two, we're gonna save money in the long run because we're not gonna need to buy art to put on the walls. So.
And if you can borrow some tools from people, like I bought this because it was on sale, and it would be nice to not have a hose running through our house.
Yeah.
But we had someone we could loan a brad nailer from. This.
Yep.
You know.
The laser level we borrowed.
One of my application directors gave us the laser level to borrow, which those are $200-300. We're using my dad's saw.
Yep.
So. Mosquito spray.
Oh yeah. Do your guys' states do that? Do mosquito spraying helicopters?
Oh, it's kind of cool.
When I lived in northern Minnesota, we never did that. And then once I moved down to the metro area, I was like, why is a helicopter so close to my apartment? Anyways, they're spraying for mosquitoes, but I'm very excited to see the after. Lunch is here. We got some Jimmy John's. I got the number 11 Country Club, no tomatoes, add sliced pickles. So good. And they're so fast. And then I also got a little jalapeno chip and a little Diet Coke. That's your first time putting those on.
I'll call it a log. First piece.
First piece is on.
You see someone who knows what they're doing,
One is done.
That looks so
How's it look?
good.
There was a love, there was a meaning. I've never been so happy that I'm still alive. 'Cause I'm blinded by you, and I'd rather go blind than go without. Your eyes are enough to make a hopeless situation full of life. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The
looks like it's
tell
blowing
you
in the
how
middle.
much I've been wishing for someone like you to appear. Now it makes sense to keep on breathing, keep on living. Wherever you are, there's no fear. There was a warmth, there was a feeling that no matter how hard I try, I can't describe. There was a love, there was a
Quick update. It has been probably 2-ish hours of working on this wall. I'd say we're about 50% done with it. Jake has kind of learned a good system because the wood pieces are kind of foamy. They bend a ton, so he's having to like make sure it's level over and over and over. I am currently doing the nail holes in the trim. So we have a little bit of a system for that as well. You take a little with your finger, you put it in and then follow it with the paper towel and it perfectly fills it. So my plan is I will do all of these while Jake is doing these ones here. And then once he finishes this wall, I'll paint this wall and then he can start working on that wall. So we're gonna make a little bit of a system. Our house is a disaster. There's just stuff everywhere. This is proving to be a huge project, but we're making things work. We have a little bit of a system going. The cats are eating their dinner. Jake's parents just left, so their dog is gone, so we let the cats out. We kept them kind of just separated, just so everyone felt safe and comfortable. Oh, Marmy, you're so puppy. Oh, okay, that might be mean. Oh no. He just punched the door. So far, so good. It's looking beautiful. I cannot wait to see it when it's done, especially this wall. I'm so excited. We potentially might do this wall too. Not today, but another day. So we'll see. We'll see once we get all of this done, like how we're feeling. But so far, so good. While Jake isn't using my tall tripod, I'm gonna show you guys the process. So this is just plastic wood X, interior, exterior, goes on pink, dries natural, and this is stainable paintable putty. So I just take a tiny bit on my finger, which kind of nice. My nails look like this right now because last week 2 of them broke while we were doing house projects, so I took that all off and I'm letting them just be natural for now because, oh, these are already filled. Oh, I don't even have to do this one. Okay, never mind. But what I've been doing is I put a little putty here like that. I do probably like an entire row of them, and then I just take the paper towel and wipe it off, and then it dries that natural. But what I was saying, it's nice because we're working, obviously. I'm gonna be painting, so my nails are gonna get like all messed up, but I've gotten most of these done. I just need to do oh, we're done with all the ones in here. Okay, I'll show you then when I get to a different section because Jake's dad already did these for me. Amazing.
I've known good enough is not good enough since Greg Plitt taught me that when I was like 15.
And then you just carry that over in every aspect of your life too.
Yeah.
I found a portion of nail holes that I need to fill, so I will show you guys. So I take a tiny bit, put it on each little hole, just like that. Then take just a paper towel and you literally just kind of wipe it. And then all this extra stuff I am gonna wipe off just because I don't want that to leave a mark with the paint, but just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna paint it. Oops. And then it does just dry like a brown. So if you're doing wood, that would be nice, but obviously this is all white. Just like that. And then I repeat this a million times.
'Cause I'm blinded by you, and I'd rather go blind than go without. Your eyes are enough to make a whole situation feel alive. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The future lives in you. Yeah, the future lives in you. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The future lives in you. Yeah, the future lives in you. 'Cause I'm blinded by you.
It has been hours upon hours, and wall number 1 is done. We learned that you have to measure every single piece as you're going because Jake tried to bulk cut some pieces, and because it's flexible and because as you're nailing it kind of stretches or it kind of then by the time he gets to the corners, it doesn't match up. And one thing about us, like a project's not gonna be like just okay, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, there were some where I was like a 1/16 of an inch off, like just a tiny little crack that you probably would have noticed, but it just needed to be redone.
Yeah, some of it just needed to be redone. So this wall's done. While Jake was cutting and nailing, I was filling the holes and then cleaning the walls and patching. So it is ready to paint, except for the patching stuff. I tried sanding it and it's just a little bit wet. So we're gonna get Jake some dinner. He really, really wants Taco John's. I'm not hungry yet, but I kind of have the feeling like once we get there, I'll probably be kind of hungry. We're gonna pause at that today. We're gonna, pause at the cutting and the nailing. Jake put the saw, cleaned our garage. We're gonna do the other wall tomorrow. I was saying to Jake, I'm like, if any men who've done this project or like couples that have done this project saw what we were trying to tackle today, they were probably laughing because it's a lot of work. So we're gonna go have a dinner break, come back, paint, deep clean the living room, get it all put back together, and then sleep and get back to it tomorrow. But holy cow, it looks so good. I do kind of have a gut instinct of now we're gonna have to do this wall right here because it kind of just looks so plain and sad. But we'll see once we like paint, put all of the furniture back. Cats are finally down and hanging out with us. They've been not a fan of the saw and not a fan of the nailer, but the Meek is here. He says hello. Time to get you some tacos. It is now 7:45. Dinner has been had and we are getting after the painting project, which is so funny because me and Jake usually go to bed by 9:30. So we're like, wow, this is a crazy Saturday night for us. But we have our setup. We have a couple brush options. We cleaned the trim. The patching is done. We are ready. And also, this is the angle that you guys are actually at. I'm filming this really quick on my phone, so
That's a cool angle.
enjoy the montage.
Your eyes are enough to make a hopeless situation full of light. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The future lives in you. Yeah, the future lives in you. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The future lives in you. Yeah, the future lives in you.
All right, it is currently 9:05. The paint is done. We had to put the room back minus the curtains. We didn't put the curtains back up. We'll put those back tomorrow. But here's your little sneak peek at the after. I feel like tomorrow with the sunlight, it's gonna look just so stunning. And we did decide this wall behind the couch is for sure gonna be done too. Not today, obviously, and not this weekend, but I think this looks incredible. I feel like this added so much value to our home. Like our home just instantly feels more expensive. And it feels bigger, which is crazy. Like our living room is not big and now it feels massive. So maybe potentially some wall sconces to come. We definitely need to get a new lamp because that feels so teeny tiny now. And then our fiddle, again with the Bachman's debacle, the lore of that continues, which again, I'm not even gonna waste your time and explain it to you, but hopefully we'll get like a 7-foot fiddle and that will just look like absolutely incredible. So we are gonna go to bed. Our cats are like begging us to go cuddle with them, and then tomorrow morning we will continue this vlog together.
Used to never do what's best for me. I was such a hopeless fool. I just kept making the same mistakes, yeah. That was until I found you. You became the middle way between getting no love and getting way too much. I pray that you're the one who cares for me, cares enough to keep me safe. Just like the sun, you showed me which way I should go, yeah. Just like the wind, you pulled me up when I was low, oh yeah. This time my hopes are up, 'cause you got my heart in your hand. And do what you want, what you want, what you want with it, but don't give it back. You stole my heart from me, but it don't mean that you're a thief. You saved me from myself, 'cause I used to give it out for free. I hope you can keep it safe, keep it locked till we throw away the key.
guys, good morning. We are getting after it this morning. We are working on this wall. We have 3 of the squares completely done. I have them all puttied. Jake is now cutting for the 3 that are a little bit out of frame over there. We are gonna have to go to Home Depot at some point and get more trim, which I kind of feel like will be a nice little break for the day. The wall this morning looks so beautiful in our living room. I'm so excited to see this wall fully done. Oh, I placed a Costco order for delivery. I placed a Target order for delivery. Typically we do go grocery shopping in person, but I'm like, let me just get that off of our plate for the week. We also have HelloFresh coming, so things are going well. I'm currently working on some patching that we did yesterday. We had a couple spots because we changed our TV mount. We changed our mount, let me show you. We changed our mount to a mount that can go up and down so that it's more eye level with our couch. And so there were some holes back here that needed to be filled. So we filled those last night, and then I'm just sanding those right now. I'm gonna then do a nice clean on this so that when we're ready, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a bunch of the sanding stuff everywhere. But then when we're ready to paint tomorrow the other wall, this will be ready as well. And then there is one more spot. It's actually on the stairway. Right here. I have no idea how this happened, but I'm gonna sand this and see if it needs another coat. So let's do that right now. All right, perfect. So then we can touch this up as well. I'm gonna wipe that down. Let me go get a towel. Just a quick wipe on that. Perfect. We had to move some of our dining chairs out of the way, and Luca is so happy. We have him set up right at the patio. He's getting all of the sunshine right on him. There's a little peek at what our patio furniture looks like. I got a couple questions about that. It looks so good. Our neighbor actually gave us this little catnip plant too, which is so sweet. But he is so enjoying this project. He is not scared of the noises at all, which kind of shocks me because he's more of a scaredy cat than his brother. And here's Miko. He's in the guest bedroom. He's not as much of a fan of the noises. The entire bottom row of squares is done. It's currently 12:45, so we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna make lunch. Jake is gonna move on to these higher up ones. And then after that, we're gonna pause and see how much more trim we need because we didn't get enough yesterday. We bought all of what our Home Depot had. But let me show you. Here is what we are working with. And then Jake's gonna do these taller ones next. These he has to be really careful with because these really tall pieces on the sides, the vertical pieces, those get to be really tricky, so he has to hand measure each one. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna start with these top ones and then individually do each side. So take a little bit longer, but I also went in, patched all of the little nail holes, so it's fully ready to paint on the bottom. We will just have to like wipe everything down and like vacuum, but that will be a tomorrow job. The main goal of today is just to get all of the trim up, and these pieces up here we don't even want to think about or talk about because these are going to be such a challenge and such a job, and Jake's gonna have to kind of just do them fully alone. So that'll be like an after dinner recap, regroup, and we'll see what we think. Oh, and we had one little outlet that was in the way of it. So Jake like cut the trim all specific, and I'm working on puttying this. We took the outlet cover off just so I could putty this and make it look really nice, but once we get some paint on there, it will look so good. Here is Jake's lunch. So nice. We had some leftovers. We actually went on a little lunch date to Olive Garden the other day. It was delish. I actually worked at Olive Garden when I was in undergrad, but he got the little seafood Alfredo. We have a little breadstick, some parm if he wants it, some salt if he wants it, and now I'm gonna chef up my lunch. Here's my lunch. We have a little brat on a bun. My Jimmy John's chips from yesterday. We are fresh out of fresh stuff because it's grocery shopping day. So maybe tonight we'll have a little something healthy.
Just like the sun, you showed me which way I should go. Yeah, just like the wind, you pulled me up when I was low. Oh yeah. This time my hopes are up, 'cause you got my heart in your hand. And do what you want, what you want, what you want with it, but don't give it.
We're at a point in the project where I can't really help Jake with anything, so I figure why don't I do a little bit of meal prep. So a couple of things that we always prep is hard-boiled eggs. Jake likes to take these to work. So we have this little egg cooker. I'm gonna fill the water up to hard. Dump that in. And then you just poke holes in the eggs. It has a little poker in the bottom. Twist the cap on, press power, and you wait. That is what it sounds like when the eggs are done. Just hit it again. And I just grab a little paper towel, pick them up, put them right back in that egg carton, and then I just immediately put these in the fridge. No need for an ice bath or anything. And then when you crack them, to get the shell off, if you crack them on that hole, it has a little gap then in the shell, and it comes off so easily. I don't know why some of the egg like sprayed out, but I'm gonna clean that. Meal prep is done. Next thing that I always like to have on hand is cut up apples. I know that's kind of random because people are just cut it up every day, but we eat them way better if it's just prepped and ready to go. We take them to work at the end of the night as a snack, and we have been cutting them by hand. And then I saw Alyssa using one of these apple cutters, and so Jake was like, why don't we get one of those? And the main reason why I don't like these typically is because the slices are too big. I like my apple slices really thin, but I found a 16 slice on Amazon. Do you want to do it first?
Watch.
Okay, we need to tilt the camera down. If this works, it would be kind of a game changer. Problem is sometimes it doesn't get the core. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go.
You did a pretty good job.
Ooh, that spray you in the face? Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard. Can't imagine once it gets dull.
Yeah. It is like quicker than the knife.
Yeah.
But that thing's brand new and it like barely cuts it.
Yeah, I can't imagine in a month.
Yeah, versus our knife.
They're juicy. Here is the update. It is currently 2:50, so this has taken about 5-ish hours, a little bit under because we did pause to eat a couple of times, but it is looking so good. We actually ran out of trim now, so we're gonna go to Home Depot. We're gonna get 30 more pieces because we are gonna do a couple of other areas in our home, but it looks so good so far. I still need to putty all of these. I was busy working on all the food stuff, so when we get back, I'll putty these. Jake will do those. And then we'll deal with those higher ones after that.
Communication like it's supersonic. We can keep on going till the morning. Darling, let our bodies do the talking. Baby, use your body. Communication like it's supersonic. We can keep on going till the morning. Darling, let our
time for a little update. It has been a few days since I've talked to the camera, since I vlogged. I was so mentally, physically exhausted from this project that I couldn't even think about vlogging. I had so many hours of footage that I didn't even know where the vlog was. So I was like, let me edit this and then I'll come back on and I'll update you where I need to. So where I kind of stopped vlogging was Sunday night. We finished all of the trim on that wall around like 9 p.m. I think we started at like 10 a.m., finished at 9 p.m. And at 9 p.m. I was like, you know what, Jake, you have cut every single piece, you have nailed every single piece, you have gone up on the super tippy tall ladder and you've nailed everything in. I want to at least get 2 coats of paint on the levels that I can do, which is like the middle and the bottom trim. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I prepped all of the trim. I did the putty, I cleaned it all, did like a deep clean of everything because there's like dust and grime on all of the trim. And then I did a coat on the bottom and the middle. And then Jake was like, I wanna help. So we tag teamed. We finished 2 coats on the bottom. I think we finished around like 11-ish p.m. We were so exhausted. And then Monday morning we woke up, we had breakfast, and then we had to tackle those top 3. And Jake had to do basically all of it, and I was just kind of there handing him whatever he needed, getting him whatever he needed, just like making sure the ladder wasn't moving. Our house was dead silent as he was up there because it was just like so scary. I was so clammy and just like, oh my gosh, if he falls, like there's nothing I can do, he's just gonna fall. Making sure the cats aren't going under because what if he drops his brad nailer? It was a whole thing. But we got that all done Monday by like noon. And then Monday at noon, Jake was like, I want to just keep going. And I was like, I physically cannot keep going anymore. I also needed to edit the vlog and I had some computer stuff. I had a meeting I had to have. There was just a lot of stuff that I need to do on my end, so I didn't go into the week behind. And so we made an agreement that he was going to do this wall all by himself, which is crazy. But he was very much like, I just want to get it done because we did decide we wanted to do this wall. So he did this wall in only 4 hours, from measuring it, taping it, nailing it, puttying it, painting it, cleaning it, everything. 4 hours. So he definitely found a system as he continued. I have hair on my lips. He found a system as he continued. And the day before at Home Depot, we had gotten the 30 pieces of trim. So we had enough trim for him to do this wall. But with all of that, I am so happy with it. It is so stunning, beautiful. It has almost like a European feel in our home. It just added so much. Miko Scratcher is right behind the camera. I moved it so I can get a couple of before and after like clips and photos for you guys. But I truthfully am just so in awe of, one, that Jake can do this. Like, I was like joking with him. I had no idea like when we started dating all of the things that this man was capable of, and now to like own a home together and that he can like do this kind of thing is so crazy. And it's just, it truthfully makes you fall in love even more when you get to spend an entire weekend like working on your home together. I told him last night, it felt like we were like on a date weekend. We were just in our own world, like all in on our house, like kind of in survival mode of like, okay, we need to take a break. What are we gonna have for lunch? What are we gonna do for this? So anyways, all of that to say, I'm so pleased with the project. I think it turned out absolutely stunning. And we do want to do it for sure to 1 more wall in our house. Potentially 2. We will definitely keep you updated on that. Maybe next weekend will also be a work on our house weekend, but we might need a little bit of a break. I'm telling you, I have not felt this exhausted in so long. I woke up this morning and felt just like physically ill because I'm so exhausted. So I can't imagine how Jake's feeling. I keep like checking in on him throughout the day, and he did update me. He thinks that the difficulty of this project was a 6, maybe a 7, especially when he had to climb up on the ladder and like literally hold the piece and nail it in, and he couldn't even lean back or he would fall off the ladder. It's so funny even just watching the vlog back in the beginning, like how much we've learned and like this system that we developed. And I don't know, I feel like we're kind of professionals at this now. We are like such a good team when it comes to projects, which is so fun. But I'm gonna insert a little bit of before and after footage for you guys. And then with that, I will see you in the next vlog. The next vlog is gonna be a little bit of a work update, clinic update, a little bit more focused on like just me, my work, my profession. And then maybe we'll get into another house vlog. We'll see when or if Jake has the energy for another one. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
You save me from myself, 'cause I used to give it all for free. I hope you can keep it safe, keep it locked till we throw it a key. You stole my heart from me, 'cause it can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted.